Hello, this is Zara Labbe, um, and this is my presentation on Wrangell St. Elias National Park and Glacier Bay National Park. To the bottom left is Wrangell St. Elias, and to the bottom right is Glacier Bay National Park. How did Wrangell St. Elias form? Wrangell St. Elias is located in Alaska and is the largest national park with over 13 million acres dedicated to wildlife preservation. It was originally deemed a national monument in 1978 and just 2 years later renamed as a national park. The formation of Wrangell St. Elias National Park was due to glaciation and the collision of tectonic plates. The specific cause in forming the Wrangell St. Elias mountain range was due to subduction, where the oceanic crust of a convergent boundary was pulled down into the upper mantle and through immense heat and pressure pushed the continental crust upward, creating the volcanic mountain range. Only St. Elias Mountain remains active with the last eruption in the 1900s and has not erupted since. Glaciation created the rivers and valleys of this park. Wrangell St. Elias contains three of the largest glaciers in the world, which includes the 76-mile-long Hubbard Glacier and even larger Bagley Icefield, containing multiple glaciers and spanning 127 miles long. Below is another picture of Wrangell St. Elias National Park. How did Glacier Bay form? Glacier Bay National Park is also located in Alaska, around 400 miles south of Wrangell St. Elias. It was also established as a national park in 1980, the same date, December 2nd, as Wrangell St. Elias. This national park was created by something called a Little Ice Age, which started around 4,000 years ago due to a change in volcanic activity and oceanic flow during the late Holocene epoch. In the 1750s, the Little Ice Age reached its peak and has since been regressing as seen in both figures, labeled 1750 and today. Glaciation also caused the carving of rivers and valleys in Glacier Bay National Park. Based on the image of today, scientists believe that with time, the glaciers will melt at a more rapid rate than before. Already, there is a difference in glacial size between the span of just over 200 years. This decrease in glaciers will affect all marine wildlife, such as whales, fish, and other crustaceans. Below are the pictures as seen. Effects of climate change. Climate change is a big factor in the future of Wrangell St. Elias and Glacier Bay National Parks. Given that both of these parks are home to various glaciers, climate change can heavily affect their biodiversity. Glacial melting will cause a change of habitat, which can lead to a decline in the annual population of the parks. Climate change will affect the natural habitat of all the animals residing in and around the park, affecting the flow of rivers, land animals, and other oceanic life forms. Glacial melting will cause the temperature of the water to increase as well and release trapped sediments, which can therefore cause oceanic life to migrate to colder waters in search of their primary food source. The marine life living in lakes and rivers will be heavily affected by global warming. Their habitat will slowly increase over time, bringing in sediments and causing a change in the surrounding landscape and the quality of the water. The animals living on land would slowly be forced to move to higher grounds where there might be less food due to change in elevation and temperature. Their natural habitat would also experience a large change which could be detrimental to their survival, leaving them vulnerable and susceptible to other dangers. Here is a picture of a wolf as seen. Both national parks are part of the UNESCO World Heritage Centers that aim to protect and share knowledge about the parks to those who are curious to learn more about the science, culture and history, culture, and history that they are made of. The national parks both reside upon the North American and the Pacific plate tectonics that once subducted to create the mountains of those parks. In both of the national parks, there is evidence of sedimentary rocks, including limestone, and there's evidence of other volcanic rocks as well. Hubbard Glacier, to the bottom left, resides in Wrangell St. Elias National Park, and to the bottom right is Margerie Glacier, which is in Glacier Bay National Park. Here are my works cited pages for the images. And then my works cited page for my information. Thank you.